What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Faisal Khamis from the Sports Sofa, and this is your NHL Playoff Update. I know some of you guys have been crying, some of you guys have been calling, texting. Faisal, where were you yesterday? Listen, times are tough, man. I can't just do this every night anymore. I got exams. I got a girlfriend who just calls me and calls me and calls me all the time. Sometimes I just can't give you playoff updates, especially when the games are, like what we had yesterday. Listen, no more of this 2-game-a-night BS, the NHL. You guys know you have exciting series right now. Let's give me fire. Let me think about it. If you give me 2 games like the games we had tonight, I'll take that every day, all day, with a bag of chips. But like yesterday, I'm sleeping early because we have a 5-goal game. And, a game that I don't even remember off the top of my... we had a really good game yesterday, actually. San Jose, LA. That was a good game. But you know what? We're going to ignore that. We're moving on to today. Let's start with the least exciting games just to get those out of the way. Cool?
Anaheim beat Nashville 6-3 to tie their series at 2 and regain home ice advantage. Potential MVP Corey Perry led the way for the Ducks with 1 goal and 2 assists, including a shorty that also doubled as the game winner. The surprise of the series has been Ray Emery. He's taken the starting goalie role and run with it. And no, that's not racist. Ryan Miller was back to being, Ryan Miller. He was sensational in the third period against the Flyers in protecting the Sabres' 1-0 lead, and Buffalo won by that score and even the series back at 2 apiece. The concern for the Flyers is no longer in the defensive end, but on the O side. Their offense should never be shut out, and they have to be frustrated with the lack of finish despite the plethora of chances. The series returns to Philly, and we have to hope for their sake Pronger returns. In Tampa, Pittsburgh swept the road games after a double OT 3-2 thriller. Martin St. Louis carried the Bolts again with a tying goal late in the third and added an assist, but he could not prevent the weak James Neal double OT goal on Dwayne Wallison. I think I could have stopped that. Pittsburgh takes a 3-1 series lead, and their surprise season continues.
Whip out the brooms, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a sweep. The Phoenix Coyotes were swept by the mighty and powerful Detroit Red Wings. Look, there's Shane Doan, there's Ilya Bryzgalov, there's Martin Hanzal. There's a lot of dirt. So we're going to put this down, and we're going to talk about this. Now, we're going to get to the whole Phoenix moving to Winnipeg thing in 1 second. But let's talk about this series really quickly. You have to feel for Phoenix. 2 years. 2 years with this controversy of will they stay, will they move. They fight, they push through this, they make the playoffs, only to play Detroit each year. Losing in 7 last year was tough, but getting swept, especially ending it on your home ice, had to have been tougher. Detroit... they proved their resiliency once again. Age is not a factor for this team. They're well coached, well played, and well structured from the back to the front. They won this game 6-3, and really all lines contributed. Patrick Eaves had 2 goals, Daniel Cleary had 3 points, Todd Bertuzzi even scored. What can you say? Winning the game 6-3, winning the series for love, and, maybe putting Phoenix out of Phoenix for good. A lot of speculation about whether the Coyotes will be in Phoenix next year. Reports have it said that after this series is done, which now it is, Phoenix will be officially moved back to Winnipeg. While Winnipeg fans can rejoice, Phoenix fans look emotional and look sad and look like they should have been supporting this team for the years that they were there. Do I sympathize? Yes. But business is business, and the show must go on, and the NHL is looking out for themselves. They just signed another 10-year, $2 billion TV contract with NBC and Versus. And if there's a market that's not producing, that's not generating revenue, there's no need for that market to be here anymore, especially when there are booming markets ready to make money. This offseason will be one of intrigue, as we'll see whether or not Winnipeg regains its team that the NHL stole from them some 15 years ago.
The game of the night goes to the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers. After it looked for 2 periods that the Rangers would even up the series and take all the momentum back to Washington, the Capitals woke up. After giving a 3-0 lead to the Rangers early, the Caps looked lost and well done for today. Semin and Johansson scored 1 minute apart early in the third, to pull within 1, and just 10 minutes later, Johansson scored again to tie the game. Goalies took the game to OT and double OT, and it looked like we'd be watching for a while. Until Gaborik made a stupid mental error kicking a puck from under Lundqvist's glove straight to Jason Chimera, who popped the GWG. The Caps now take a 3-1 series lead, and you have to think they should close out this series at home. That's your update for tonight. Thanks for joining us, and remember, for the most comfortable seats in sports, join us at the Sports Sofa.